Good morning, everyone. This is Julie McDonald with Microcom Technologies, and I'd like to thank all of you for attending today's webinar with Jonard Tools. Today's host is Brian Scherer. He is their inside sales specialist, and he'll be presenting today. If anyone has any questions, please submit them in the question box, and Brian will answer them at the end of today's presentation. Brian, thank you so much for being with Microcom today. We greatly appreciate it. We're looking forward to seeing what it is you have to share with us. So please go ahead and take it on over.
All right. Hi, everybody. My name, as she said, is Brian. I'm inside sales specialist here at Jonard Tools, and I wanted to thank Microcom for having me. Today, I'm going to talk about the latest and greatest tools that we have out and talk about, what's going on in the industry and everything. So just a little bit of background from who we are. Jonard Tools was founded in 1958. We've basically expanded all of our distribution over the 50 states and through 100 countries between Asia, Europe, South America. We here at Jonard Tools, we try to keep in stock 3 to 6 months of inventory. So all of our orders actually ship, between up to around 24 hours. We can usually get almost all of our orders out. We currently, this says we actually manufacture over 900 unique products. At the moment, I think we're pushing over 1,000. We come out with new tools every month. So we're constantly inventing, we're constantly working with various customers to help either make something better or create something new for a problem that may have been there. All right, so now getting into the fun stuff. We're going to start off with our professional rolling tool bag. It has 18 tool storage pockets. This bag is pretty lightweight for how beefy it's built. I was actually making a joke the other day because the handle that's on it is nicer than my luggage. It's nice and rubber. It works really well. It holds just about everything you would need on a job site. The items we have in the picture is more kind of towards pulling cable and fiber optics, but you can put just about anything into it. The bag itself is made with ballistic material, so it won't scratch. It will roll really easily through the rough terrain because the wheels on it are actually beefier than a normal luggage bag would have. And then, as you can see, it's 13 inches high, so you can put just about anything into it. So I wanted to cover some wire installation products that we sell. Starting on the left, something that won us the best product award is our cable comb. There are 2 versions of it. The one on the left is for smaller cables, and the one on the right is for Cat 6 and bigger cables. They both hold up to 20 cables inside of them. Basically, the concept is that you have all of these cables on a job site. You want to make them look good. You want to make them cleaner. You're able to put them all into this one thing and then slowly pull it down while putting Velcro around them to keep them nice and organized. It has a huge following now just because everybody wants their cables to look nice and tidy. Nobody wants a dirty looking job site, and works really well. The middle one is our pulleys. Our pulleys is basically like having 2 other people on a job site with you. So there is a hook, and the metal pieces that hold the roller itself actually come apart. So you're able to slide the cables in there easily. So you can have one at the base and one at the top of where you're pulling the cable from. And you can easily move them around. Either you zip tie the hook to the wall that you're trying to pull from, or you can, if it's a round piece of metal that you're able to put on, you can just hook it right on. They pull really easily. And then the last one on the right is our drop ceiling funnel. So I don't know if anybody's ever experienced it, but basically when you're pulling cable up into the ceiling through those drop ceilings, the chances of cutting or dinging the cable are higher. So you can just pop this into the wall, easily put it in and pull the cables up. Just So you guys know, as we're going along, all of our tools have a made for life guarantee, meaning if there's ever a problem with the tool itself, you can always, bring it in if there's an issue or anything, and we will replace it. Something that's really cool that we've just recently came out with is our pull line blower. What is so cool about this thing is that at one of the last trade shows, we basically had a piece of conduit going through a 90-degree angle, and we were having fun all day blowing the line through it, to show everybody off. But basically, the tool itself can blow the line up to 900 feet. I think we've tested it for. The cable that it comes with is about 3,000 feet. So, you'll always have plenty of cable, and the pull line blower itself comes with an extra spool. It comes with a couple different head attachments, so you're able to get it into various size conduits. And I recently had a customer ask me if they can blow through conduit if there was something in it, and yes, you can, because the piece itself actually comes with beads that you can put in the end of the line itself. So when you're blowing, it's got some weight to be able to go through. And as it says, it saves a tremendous amount of time compared to this says mule tape or jet line, but also what I've seen some people do or heard some people do is that they've used a vacuum. So this kind of takes that out a little bit, makes it a little bit easier. And it's been a really big hit. Another thing I want to add is that as it blows the line in the forward part, the reason it has two handles, if you can see there on the left side, is that you can actually turn it around and the air will come out to blow the excess line out of it. So you don't have to worry about trying to pull it out if it gets stuck or anything. Something that we're really proud of here at Jonard Tools is our Magnetriever. Our Magnetriever is a 12-foot reinforced steel ball that basically prevents everything from snags and snares. But the idea behind this was that you can fish it through, your plaster wall or the wall that you're working on in a smaller space, and you have the magnet there, so that you're able to put that magnet through the hole you're trying to pull it through. You get the clip first, pull it out, and your cable will usually follow because it's tied to the other end of the eyelet. We make this both in a 24-inch and 36-inch retriever, and it is incredibly malleable. So you're able to manipulate the direction that you want it to be in. So if you're going, through a corner, or if there's, like a right angle, you're able to get it in there. But also at the same time, if you need it to bend once you're in there, you can push it a little bit harder, and it will bend. So something something different we also just came out with is our heavy-duty cable tie gun. And then there's also a pair of flush cut pliers that we recently made to go along with this. But the idea behind this is that it just makes your life easier when you're zipping up zip ties. The gun itself is super lightweight, but at the same time, it's an all-metal construction, so it's beefy enough that it won't break or anything. It can cut zip ties up to 3/16 of an inch. And if you needed it to, you can, if it's a bigger zip tie, you can tighten the zip tie. And then, as I said, the flush cut pliers that we recently came out with can cut a beefier zip tie. So it's nice and flush. The handle's ergonomic. It's a lot of fun to hold. It's almost like a pair of tongs. Every time you pick up a pair of tongs, you have to click it a couple times. Well, the cable tie gun, every time you pull it out of your tool bag, you got to click it a couple times. Something fun, something that is actually helpful. So Jonard Tools is actually the global leader in fiber optic tools. We currently are one of the largest manufacturers of fiber optic tools on the market. Everything from testers to cleaners, prepping it, stripping it, and access. So as we go through some of our tools that we use. One of our slit and ring mini tools. It's the lighter weight, something for smaller cables or buffer tubes. It's designed to, each one is designed to go up to a certain millimeter. And it's designed for fiber optic cables specifically. Something that we're really excited about though is our new one-step fiber optic cleaver. We currently have a cleaver that's out on the market, but this particular one is designed to be used with one finger. So it does everything that you need to in a cleaver, but if you're looking at the pictures, all you need is one finger. So it's a lot easier to put the fiber in and get it cleaved. We're going to go into launch cables. After this, we'll go into the testing equipment itself. Launch cables are basically designed to be used in conjunction with an OTDR, and it's supposed to get you beyond a blind spot. So when you're testing your cable, the OTDR can only go so far, but the launch cable gets you through what is called the blind spot. And we make them for different head fittings. And it's something that hasn't been used as often, but they're being used more and more as fiber optic is being rolled out into more areas, as your home, business, schools, universities. Something we want to award for is our cable saver. The design of this is, the idea behind it is that you're able to put the armored cable that you're working on into this and either slit, spiral, or ring it without actually having to take the tool off of the cable. I don't have a video to show you guys, unfortunately, but basically if you look on the left, all you do is unscrew that bottom piece a little bit and you're able to move if you're going to slit, spiral, or ring the cable itself. The blade itself is adjustable, so you're able to play around with how high your blade is. So, if, as you see on the right, depending on how thick your cable is, you can adjust accordingly. The beauty of it though is that to put the cable into it, it's just that top piece that pushes down. So you're able to basically put the cable in, set your blade height, and then tighten the top piece a little bit so the blade then pierces through the cable itself, and then you're able to slit down the cable. We made it beefy, so it's basically all aluminum. So when you're grabbing hold, because the majority of the time you might be outside when you're trying to slit an armored cable, so we tried to think of something that would last, something that wouldn't break. In fiber optics, we have drop cables, and when you're dealing with drop cables, they're shaped a little bit differently. Our tool is actually patented in the sense that the way it's designed, you can actually open the tool up. So in the middle of the cable, you can just put it right in. You're able to then pull and slit the cable itself to be able to get to the sections you're working on. Something that we've patented that is one of my favorite things is our MS tools. Our MS tools basically take out all the guesswork of, you're slitting or ringing for the size cable that you're trying to use. We make them in all different sizes. One side of the tool is slitting, one side of the tool is ringing. The tool basically opens up just like you see in these pictures. You close it down, and once it's closed, it's supposed to close pretty gently. It then can either slit or ring, whichever side you decided on, incredibly easy. They work incredibly well. They save you a ton of time because since they have all the sizes that you're going to need, the second you know what size cable you're working on, you just pop one out and you gain access to the cable that quick. The one in the middle is actually something we just came out with. We had a customer ask if we had something that would be able to shave buffer tubes instead of slitting or ringing them. So we thought it would be a good idea to make a tool to help them out, and that's kind of what we decided. So instead of, like I said, slitting or ringing, you would be at the end of your cable and you would just shave it a little bit. Not so different than cutting a window open to gain access. So we're big fans of kitting here at Jonard Tools. Basically, we have kits for just about anything. The one I'm showing you guys right now is our fiber prep kit, which is the ultimate one, which comes with just about anything and everything you would ever need to work on fiber, minus the test equipment. But it does come with a VFL, which is pretty nice. It has your backpack, it has all of your cutters, it has all of your mid-span access tools, your drop cable slitter. What's cool is that there's our RCS 30, which is right in front, which is our ratcheting cable tool. It is designed to go onto a beefier cable, and basically you put the blade in, and then you can just ratchet it open to slit it down instead of one of the other MS tools or the armored cable Saber. Talking about our OFI, so we're going to get into test equipment for a little bit. Our OFI actually has a VFL and a power meter built into it. The OFI is basically going to measure your wavelengths between multi-mode or single mode fiber. Your VFL is going to shine a light through the fiber so you can see if there's any breaks, and then your power meter is going to test those wavelengths so you can see how much power it's putting out. To go further into test equipment, we do everything from light sources to power modes to our OTDR itself and the VFL, obviously. The light source and power mode you can use to zero out your fiber so you know what you're testing. Your OTDR is going to be to see how long your fiber is and if there's any breaks, and test your VFL we just discussed. It shines that red light so you can actually see make sure that the fiber is not broken, and our OFI 100. So to talk about our OTDR a little bit, our OTDR is also built with a power meter and a VFL into it. There is also a light source that you can use as well. So if you don't have the other tools and you're only looking for one, the OTDR will do it. Our OTDR is mainly just for single mode, and it does not certify. I know that is sometimes a question. So I'm gonna talk about that right now. It's just single mode. It will show you how long the fiber is. It will show you the power meter, single mode wavelengths, and you can map your copper OTR and cable as well with it. And that's all we have for today. Julie, I think I'm done.
Thank you so much, Brian, for that wonderful presentation. And I've got some questions for you from the audience. If you're ready, we can get started.
Let's hope I'm ready.
Okay. You did touch on the fact that Jonard Tools, you guys make tools, new ones, all the time. And the question here is, and just if you could expand on this, are there any plans for expanding the product range or introducing new tools in the near future? You did talk about that. Can you expand on that a little?
So sure. So we have a slew of product developers that are constantly kicking up new ideas. We actually try to release 3 to 5 new products a month, and that number does not slow down. So every month we're coming out with something new.
That's incredible. Thank you so much, Brian. Let's see what we have here for our next question. How can individuals or businesses get in touch with Jonard Tools to explore potential collaborations or at least make inquiries? Can you show us where we would start by getting in touch with you for that?
Sure. So the easiest and quickest way I can always tell people to do that is we have a sales email where you can just email sales@Jonard Tools. And we can always direct you to the right person. But the other aspect we have is on our website, we actually have a section, I'm trying to think of where it is, that you can go to and submit like a request or an idea, and we'll reach out to you and try and work with you on it.
Excellent, thank you. Next question here. Are there any warranties or guarantees provided with Jonard Tools products? specifically for the rollers on the rolling tool bags?
Yes, so all of our products that don't have a battery are guaranteed for life. Basically, if that roller falls off, you can contact us and we will replace it. We normally ask for pictures, but other than that, just contact us. And if there's an issue, we, 99.9% of the time, we'll replace it with no questions asked. Just to harp on the battery aspect of it though, if it does have a battery, so if it's test equipment, we do only warranty those for a year. But if it's usually like an issue, we always ask that you do talk to us about it, because if it is an actual issue after that year, then we will still try and fix it.
Excellent, thank you so much. Regarding the rolling tool bag again, is it waterproof?
Oh, that is a great question. You, I don't know if I know the answer to that. I want to say yes, but I don't think I know the answer to that question.
We can always follow up and talk about it
I'll
again.
find out, and I can follow up with you.
That would be awesome, and I can let as many people as possible know what know what you let me know when you get back to me on that. That'd be awesome.
I'm actually trying to find out right now.
Okay.
But yeah, if you keep asking.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm going to see what the next question is here for you.
Perfect.
How heavy can the pulleys withstand for the cable pulley?
Oh, that's another good question. They can withstand up to 20 cables. So nobody's actually tested how much. I haven't had any issues with them breaking. And I'm sure people have been using heavier cables than what we have used. So I'm going to go with it's 20 cables. They can be just about, I'm figuring Cat 5, Cat 6, fiber optic cables, up to 20 of them, and it works just fine thousands of times.
Excellent, excellent. Next question here for you. You might have answered this. If so, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to ask you anyway. With the pull line blower, are there multiple options and or sizes?
So no, we only have the one pull line blower.
Okay, thank you so much. Let's see, we got a couple more questions here. Regarding the magnet retriever, how long is the cable tool options?
24 inches or 36 inches.
Excellent. Okay. Brian, if anyone wants to go to the website, you mentioned there's a place to go if someone has an idea or a question about any of your tools. Is there a place to go for Q&A if someone has a question, whether it's a tech support type question or customer service? Can we find all of that on your website?
Yes, there is. You can find all of that on our website, and as I said, you can always. I believe you can go to our website and there's emails, customer service, sales, that you're able to email us as well if you can't find the answer.
Excellent, thank you so much. And regarding if that tool bag is waterproof, you gonna get back to us, or what would you like to do?
No, I have to confirm it.
Okay.
It doesn't directly say it's waterproof, so I'm nervous to say yes or no. But
I'm gonna bet that it is, but we'll wait to hear from your experts.
Yeah, I know what it is. It is made of, and it's I almost want to say it's water resistant, not waterproof. But
Yeah.
get a right answer. I'm gonna get a correct answer for you, and I'll have them email it out to you guys.
Excellent. And I'll let everybody know as well. Thank you so much, Brian, for answering all of those questions for us this morning. And also thank you to everyone for attending today's webinar. And of course, we always talk about questions. And if anyone has any further questions, please feel free to contact your sales rep or email us at sales@microcomtech.com. And if you wish to view any of the products mentioned or shown today, please remember that this webinar presentation has been recorded and will be uploaded to our Microcom YouTube channel so you can view it again and again. Brian, thank you so much for being with us. I will be in touch with you so we can do another webinar in just a couple months and see what else Jonard Tools has going on at that time.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a fantastic day.